Genesis chapter 41. When 2 full years had passed, Pharaoh had a dream. He was standing by the Nile, when out of the river there came up 7 cows, sleek and fat, and they grazed among the reeds. After them, other cows, ugly and gaunt, came up out of the Nile and stood beside those on the river bank. And the cows that were ugly and gaunt ate up the 7 sleek, fat cows. Then Pharaoh woke up. He fell asleep again and had a second dream. 7 heads of grain, healthy and good, were growing on a single stalk. After them, 7 other heads of grain sprouted, thin and scorched by the east wind. The thin heads of grain swallowed up the 7 healthy full heads. Then Pharaoh woke up. It had been a dream. In the morning, his mind was troubled, so he sent for all the magicians and wise men of Egypt. Pharaoh told them these dreams, but no one could interpret them for him. Then the chief cupbearer said to Pharaoh, "Today I am reminded of my shortcomings. Pharaoh was once angry with his servants, and he imprisoned me and the chief baker in the house of the captain of the guard. Each of us had a dream the same night, and each dream had a meaning of its own. Now, a young Hebrew was there with us, a servant of the captain of the guard. We told him our dreams, and he interpreted them for us, giving each man the interpretation of his dream. And things turned out exactly as he interpreted them to us. I was restored to my position, and the other man was impaled. So Pharaoh sent for Joseph, and he was quickly brought from the dungeon. When he had shaved and changed his clothes, he came before Pharaoh. Pharaoh said to Joseph, "I had a dream, and no one can interpret it. But I have heard it said of you that when you hear a dream you can interpret it. I cannot do it," Joseph replied to Pharaoh, "but God will give Pharaoh the answer he desires." Then Pharaoh said to Joseph, "In my dream, I was standing on the bank of the Nile, when out of the river there came up 7 cows, fat and sleek, and they grazed among the reeds. After them, 7 other cows came up, scrawny and very ugly and lean. I had never seen such ugly cows in all the land of Egypt. The ugly cows ate up the 7 fat cows that came up first. But even after they ate them, no one could tell that they had done so. They looked just as ugly as before. Then I woke up. In my in my dream, I saw 7 heads of grain, full and good, growing on a single stalk. After them, 7 other heads sprouted, withered and thin, and scorched by the east wind. The thin heads of grain swallowed up the 7 good heads. I told this to the magician, but none of them could explain it to me. Genesis chapter 41, 1 to 24. So I cut this chapter, guys, because it's too long, and I just wanted to share to you um, my opinion and my um, commentary about this first verses of this chapter in Genesis 41. So it came to pass that Pharaoh had a dream, and it was 2 years after Joseph gave the interpretation of the dream of the two officials, who was with him in the prison. So what happened was the cupbearer forgot Joseph about his promise to him, because Joseph told him that if the time that you will be restored, please remember me and mention me to Pharaoh. But the cupbearer forgotten it, and did not mention him to Pharaoh. But time came that Pharaoh had a dream, and so the cupbearer remembered that it was Joseph who gave them the interpretation of their dreams. So he told Pharaoh. So this is what I can say about this. In our life, there are certain things that, of course, because we human have our free will, and of course we do things, and for you know there are situations that we cannot control, and sometimes that situation is too bad for us. But if we remember the Lord, if we always put God in everything and always seek God and ask God about anything, God will be the one who's going to cause everything to work for our own good. And he mentioned that many times in the Bible as well. And so was this situation, in the situation of Joseph. The cupbearer already forgotten him. But what the Lord did was to cause Pharaoh to dream dreams in order for the cupbearer to remember Joseph. So let's just be relaxed and put everything to God, and God will be the one who's going to work on our behalf. So this is a divine intervention from the Lord. Thank you so much, and God bless.